Hello there again, YouTubers. Once again, I, your gothic host with the most, Knox Burzum, back to bringing more blasphemous brews. Today's brew, still non-alcoholic. I'm still on that wagon. Today we have the zero sugar Xyience energy, the Xyience, if you will. Now, I actually grabbed this because I've been wanting to try it for a little while. I am a sucker for good marketing, as we all kind of know on this channel. And Xyience has really decent marketing. Their commercials are pretty good. If you've ever seen them, they look very futuristic, and they're very slick. They're very well edited, yada, yada, yada. You kind of get the idea. Anyway, let's hear it. Xyience Energy, caffeine and L-theanine to help support energy and focus. Great taste, zero sugar, good source of B vitamins, no added colors, and low calorie. As far as actual energy goes here, we've got 160 milligrams of caffeine per fluid ounce serving. So this is actually 110 milligrams less than the X-Durance from Rockstar. And this is, I think this is actually 20 milligrams less than the original formula for Monster as well. I keep track with these things mostly because I'm kind of a stimulant addict. So, but otherwise, let's see here. We got 200% B3, we got 200% B6, 200% B12, and pantothenic acid, which is, I think it's the same thing as the bull sperm, I'm pretty sure. 10 milligrams to 200%. It's supposed to taste like grape. Let's see how it tastes. Something that I do wish that we would do here in the States is find things that are not acesulfame potassium to use as sweeteners, because I don't personally like consuming that much of it. I'd rather use monk fruit or something, but that's probably never going to happen. And we've convinced the American public at large that sugar is evil for you, so even though white cane sugar is really not that bad for you, certainly not anywhere near as bad as the high fructose corn syrup, which, by the way, Nope. This has sucralose and acesulfame potassium in it. Good Lord. Okay, so this doesn't have just one, but two different sweeteners in it. So I'm going to judge it a little bit more because it felt the need to make itself so sweet. Let's find out. So it's completely clear, which I do like. That means there's no dyes, which people who have allergies and other food sensitivities might not be able to imbibe. So let's try it out. As overwhelmingly grape. Holy shit. I like the effervescence. I like the grape taste. It is very vividly grape. It's almost overwhelmingly grape. I'm starting to drool a little. So I don't quite like how intense the grape taste is, actually. This is trying to do the same thing that many other similar products have done in the last 5 to 10 years, really, I guess it is. That old children's Tylenol / children's Dimetapp flavor from the mid-90s. We all know it. We all love it. My generation, those who are in our mid to late 30s, we really seek it out because of the dopamine. We all give that grape flavor 10 out of 10. This is not quite that. This is like the great value knockoff of that flavor. And it sits 2/3 of the way back on my tongue. And the sour effect doesn't really go away. So, I mean, it tastes exactly like what it's supposed to taste like, which is just straight up grape. So, for that, I will give it a 7. This is not the best tasting grape I've ever had, though, frankly. Both Monster and Rockstar, for a short period of time, were able to pull off a much better grape flavor than this. I would highly recommend it over this, in fact. This costs about $2.25, maybe $2.50. So this is just as expensive as a Monster. And it's almost twice as expensive as a Rockstar, but it doesn't taste as good as either one. Also doesn't have as much caffeine as either one of those does, and it doesn't have quite the same vitamin pack. So, In conclusion, would I buy this again? If it wasn't for the show, probably not. No. So while I give this a 7 for taste, as far as for value, I give this a 2 out of 5 for value. It wants to play with the big boys, but apart from having fancy looking packaging, it is a very basic run-of-the-mill energy drink. So, I guess that's my big take on it, is 7 out of 10 for taste, 2 out of 5 for value. Peace, love, heavy fucking metal. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to reach out to the Patreon. Toss a coin at your witch if you want, because that's how the hell I make money. Big shout out to Das Zoltners, who, again, only Patreon so far. And yesterday we got the first makeup haul from Patreon money, so thank you very much. If y'all have anything that you would like me to try for the show, I'd love to be the one that helps you find out what something is like, especially if it has something to do with special dietary restrictions like gluten-free or dairy-free or dye-free or all natural or vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian, which is you just don't eat things like beef or chicken, but you still eat fish. All these things I'm actually really interested in, and I really like to get more stuff on the channel for it. I just don't know if anyone will watch it or not. I personally am interested in that stuff because I have to deal with it a lot, and so does my wife. So hopefully it doesn't annoy everyone here, and hopefully you still get a kick out of watching me try very basic things. Like, for instance, when I tried the pastas, or when I tried our dish soap. I mean, I know these aren't really exciting things, but in the world of people who have sensitivities to stuff, it makes a really big deal. It makes an enormous difference in our lives. Like, for instance, with my makeup, my wife has bequeathed to me a lot of tools and a lot of makeups of hers that are a little out of date, because anything that she can wear, anyone can wear. She can't wear anything that's harsh, which is one of the reasons why we're always really careful with the chemicals that we buy around here, because everything sets up for fibromyalgia. And I guess I'm just explaining this because if you're watching my channel and you've been watching for this long, then I assume that you know certain things about me, and I assume that you want to know other things about me, and maybe this helps you get a little bit closer to me as a creator. I don't know. Maybe that gets you a little bit more out of my videos. I also don't know, to be honest. There's not a lot of people comment, which I guess is why I'm making this little afterthought on this video to say, when I say like, comment, and subscribe, I really do mean it. That is the only way that this channel grows, is if people actually reach out and actually get in touch with me. Like, for instance, there's still talk on my second highest viewed video of all time, which is Knox talks fuck Trip Rex Eisen, a Knox person rant. And because I've gotten so much feedback on that one, I actually, believe it or not, and this is right before we go, I was reached out to a year ago by the guy who is playing guitar in Trip's new band, because so much traffic went onto that, into the comments on that post, that he actually found the post, and he spent like an entire page. I'll have to read it off for the YouTube sometime, but there's like a whole page long thing that he sent me about how he believes that Trip is a changed man and everyone deserves a second chance and yada yada yada. It's interesting. So sometime I'll read that for the show, I guess. But yeah, seriously, please like, comment, subscribe. Please check out the Patreon. Peace, love, heavy metal once again. Goodbye.